Have you ever wondered about the complex labyrinth that is the history of slavery in Africa? A tale woven with threads of servitude, oppression, and resilience, it is a narrative that echoes through the centuries, shaping the continent's past and present. Africa's relationship with slavery can be traced back to ancient times, when systems of servitude were as commonplace in parts of Africa as they were in the rest of the ancient world. Indigenous slavery, deeply embedded in the societal fabric, manifested in various forms: debt slavery, military slavery, enslavement of war captives, and even slavery for prostitution. Slavery was not just a practice, but an integral part of the economic structure. The mid-14th century traveller Ibn Battuta, in his account of the ancient kingdom of Mali, recounts how the local inhabitants competed in the number of slaves and servants they had. He was himself presented with a slave boy as a hospitality gift. In sub-Saharan Africa, the slave relationships took on complex hues, with rights and freedoms given to individuals held in slavery and restrictions on sale and treatment by their masters. Hierarchies among different types of slaves were common, differentiating between those born into slavery and those captured in war. As the sands of time shifted, so did the dynamics of slavery. With the advent of the trans-Saharan, Red Sea, Indian Ocean, and Atlantic slave trades, beginning in the 16th century, many of the pre-existing local African slave systems began supplying captives for slave markets outside Africa. This marked the shift from indigenous slavery to export slavery. However, the abolition of the Atlantic slave trade in the 19th century brought about a significant shift. Plantation slavery, primarily on the eastern coast of Africa and in parts of West Africa, became widespread. Many African states, previously reliant on the international slave trade, reoriented their economies towards legitimate commerce worked by slave labor. In the present day, despite its illegality, slavery persists in parts of Africa, a grim reminder of a past that refuses to be entirely buried. It's a testament to the resilience and endurance of the human spirit, a narrative of struggle and survival against the odds. To summarize, the history of slavery in Africa is a complex and intricate story. It began in ancient times with indigenous slavery, which was then supplanted by export slavery with the onset of various international slave trades. Despite the abolition of the Atlantic slave trade, slavery continued to exist in the form of plantation slavery and persists in some parts of Africa even today. This history is a crucial part of understanding the social, economic, and political fabric of Africa, both past and present.